Hey everybody. Just doing a little taxidermy. Try to get some more people on here. Get some more people on here and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So I don't have to repeat myself fucking 80 times. Hey everybody, doing some taxidermy. Just trying to get some more people on here before I go and explain what I'm doing if you haven't seen this before. And feel free to comment and ask questions. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing. So, mounting a whitetail deer. I did all the boring stuff for you guys. I got on here. Hey. So, and that involved getting my detail on the form. That'll show up later once the skin dries. Got the eyes set. Antlers. So, and then this is what it looks like now, and then this is one that I have done. Hey guys, that's one that's finishing drying, and this is one I did Friday, so it's still a little wet. Kind of see why it looks a little rougher than this one. So yeah, hey everybody. So what I'm doing now is, like I said, I did all the boring stuff, so you guys didn't just have to sit here. Had some holes in the deer cape. Hey, everybody. So, did my sewing. Had some holes in the ears. Just got everything ready to mount. What I'm going to do now is bondo, just like automotive bondo. I'll get that in the ears. And that gets it hard. So the ears have structures. No, it's not alive. It's like this deer. Someone shot it. So right now I'm going to mix up the bondo. I need to get like a little tripod stand for my phone. Yeah, thanks, Greek. So, yep. There's the ears. Let's turn them inside out. Yeah, I tried to get a lot of that stuff done. Just sitting here watching me sew for an hour's not very fun. Yep, real skin, real deer skin. It's been fleshed, all the meat off of it, pickled, tanned. So it's ready to go on the form. So you kind of turn the ear out a little bit. I'm going to cut off a little bit of this cartilage. So I'll get the bondo set in there. And then pull this ear back through and then shape it while the bondo hardens. So it's always the messy part. You don't want a bunch of bondo in there, or the ear looks real thick. But you don't want too little, because it won't hold its shape. So I just get some bondo on the just piece of cardboard from all the boxes I have. That should be plenty. I always get too much. I hate to waste it because this stuff's like $40 a gallon. Then I've got the it's a 2-part. Get the hardening on there. Mick turns it a little blue. And it takes a few minutes to harden up. So, just mixing it up. Now instead of gray, it's got a little bit of a blue tint into it, so that's when you know it's mixed up. And the big thing is to try not to get it on the hair, because it makes a mess. Just put that bondo down in the ear. And then once you turn the ear all the way inside out, it does squeeze out quite a bit. And if you do get it on the hide or the hair, like I got it on my gloves, so you just wait till it gets a little rubbery, and then it comes off pretty easy. See, it's all squeezing out. Actually, that wasn't too bad. That's probably the best one I've done. So now it's up and have all that bondo in there. Hey, Charlene. And it's squishy. So you want to get it pushed up to the tip of the ear. You're getting the tip of that ear nice and pointy, curved back a little bit. Get the ears turned in a little bit. These ears had a couple big holes in them, so I sewed them up. If they're just little tiny ear holes, then a little bit of the bondo will squeeze out, but it's no biggie. But like filling the ear, you can tell where, like the outside of the ear and the inside of the ears, there's like a little lip you can feel. So you're just trying to get that turned in where it needs to be. You can tell by the way the hair lays. So then you just try to get it to a decent cupped shape. So I'll try to lay that. Just kind of lay it set there. I've tried making like a bigger batch up and then using it for both ears, but it's kind of a pain. It's a pain if you got to rush. So just pitch that. Get the other ear ready. See, this one had a hole I stitched up from here to here, so probably going to have some of that bondo squeezing out for sure. Hey, Gonzales. But I'll do the same thing, get this tucked in. These holes you guys see, that's like we're all sewed up around the antlers and the neck. I just got like a leather punch tool just to make the holes, because it's so much easier than trying to put push your needle through, because that skin, the hide, is super thick up there. So using that leather punch tool is a game changer. So yeah. Hey, Silva. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, I'm doing taxidermy for whitetail deer, but I mean, feel free to comment, or it's just going to be me rambling. Yeah, there you go. Whitetail taxidermy. So, I'll show you guys again. So, that's the form it goes on. Got all the details sanded out. The antlers are on there now just because I use it to make the measurements to make sure they're in the right spot. I have the eyes in there, but I still got to do some clay work. There'll be some clay right in here. And then if you guys stay around long enough, a few hours, that's what it'll look like when it's done. So that's one I did like late last week. It's probably pretty much dry, so yeah. Because there's a lot of clay there in the butt of the ear, so that takes the longest. So there's that. That's where I sewed, so you can still see my thread. So I'll cut all that off later. I still have to paint. It just looks really good. Painting up, getting the nose nice and black. I don't have any of my finished ones here. They've already been picked up. That's one I did Friday. So it's still a little wet. Oh, there's my kitty, everybody. Hey, Bear Bear. He's a good little shock kitty. Oh, and I also do skull mounts, European mounts. So these are some for customers. I make those plaques. So a lot of them, I just have a few more people to pick up their deer. Yeah, thanks, guys. So I'm going to set you guys back down there so I can get some shit done. Good afternoon. It's a little after 11 o'clock here. I didn't notice I had that big hole right here, but that'll just be a spot all the bondo squeezes out of. Do you have a yoga ball at your farm? Ishwani? No. Why would I need a yoga ball? So we're going to get this tucked in. Yeah, you have one too, Penelope. Now you guys can see the cat. Sorry, I shut the screen off. Hey, Kai. There's my cat. He likes to get in there in the bathroom sink and go to sleep. Oh, got another friend. Hey, buddy. My doggy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, horses like them. I don't have any horses. I've got a dog and 2 cats and like 15 chickens. Probably going to get a bunch more chickens here in a couple weeks. One of them fucking beetles. Cocksuckers. Oh, my day's good, Kai. Just getting this deer done, and then I'm going to go in there, try to get this deer done quick. And then I've actually got some deer meat, some venison from a deer I shot this fall that's been in the freezer, and I'm going to grind it up and make some sausage. Made plenty of jerky. I haven't made sausage before, so I'm going to get it ready. I won't be able to do it till probably tomorrow. Alright, so that's probably too much bondo because I wasn't paying attention. Get the hardener on there. Mix her all up. Making a mess. I'm ready to get. After this deer, I'll have 3 more deer to do, like shoulder mounts. So I'm ready to get them done and get my little shop area cleaned up. And be done till this fall. That'll be great. Like I've said before, if you guys got any questions or anything, ask questions. I'll answer you in a minute, Kai. I need to get this done before it starts setting up. Hopefully this one goes nice and clean like the other one. Knock on wood, I haven't made a mess with it yet. Okay. Like I said, you don't want to get this on hair. Or, see, it's kind of oozing out. So, not bad. Not bad. Maybe I finally figured it out. So yeah, from sewing the tip of it, I've got some coming out the front. Or the top. But like I said, you let it gets a little rubbery when it starts, before it hardens up. So that's the best time to clean it. Because if not, then it's kind of like concrete. So it's going to spend a little bit of time and shape. Push the bondo around to where it needs to go. And give it a few minutes to harden up. Then next you guys will see me. I'll put that hide, this right here, onto the form. Just make sure everything fits good. And then pull it back off, do a little clay work, and then start gluing. They actually make these plastic ear liners, they call them, that I guess you just shove in the ear instead of using bondo. And I've never done them, but I need to order some for next year. So, is that cheese? Nope, that is bondo. Like automotive bondo. Does anybody know what that is? So that's pretty good. If you get, like I said, you get too much bondo in the ear and then it makes it real bulky. If you don't get enough, then the ear doesn't hold its shape as much. So that's probably the most fragile part of the deer once you get it mounted. It's just the ears. Because if somebody was to drop it, I mean, you could break them for sure, but other than that, it's pretty durable. So I'm probably done there. Excuse me. Let that harden up. This one's starting to get stiff. And it has a chemical reaction, so like the ears, they'll feel warm. And that's when it's getting real hard. But yeah, no, Kai. I'll have this all put together in a day. I mean, however many hours. I usually don't keep track of time. And then it probably needs at least a week to dry. And then I'll come in here. I'm going to try to do another deer. I've been trying to do one deer a day, get them done. And then once I get them in here, I'll come up and spend a day and come in here and paint them. But we got a few minutes till that dry. Yeah, like a week to dry. Just because the hide, like I rehydrate them. They're frozen, because then you can throw them in the freezer and do them whenever. Then I put them in a bucket of water to get them wet to work them. But like I said, there's a huge ball of clay down here for your ear butts. And then that takes a while to dry. You can kind of feel inside the ear. And that one's still a little wet. This guy over here, I mean, it's still a little wet in the ear. Yeah. And it's pretty warm out. So, I mean, the heat and everything. But, yeah, I'm going to get them... There's my old chicken fence. It's pretty windy here today. I think all the chickens are under my back deck. I split a lot of wood. I cut a lot of dead trees down because, I mean, that's my whole property. It's just trees. Yeah, here's all the girls. Hey, girls! The deck looks crappy. I bought this house a couple years ago. I need to change it out. It's on my list of projects. There's always something to do if you own property. Yeah, I just let the chickens out during the day because they forage around and eat bugs, and saves on the chicken feed. Yeah, 20 acres. So I thought this would be a really nice spot for a hot tub, because there's the house, like right here. That's a bridge I built. But yeah, just set up here, watch the creek, probably see deer and everything come out through here. Yeah, I thought about something. Yeah, like I said, maybe next year I'm gonna rip that whole back deck out, because it's kind of weird. I'm probably just gonna do the top part when I redo it. This was like this because they used to have a pool here at one time, I guess. But I don't think I'm gonna redo this part. Yeah, everything's starting to green up. Smaller trees are getting their leaves, and it won't be long. Come on, chickens. So yeah, sometime when I'm not busy, I'll have to take you guys. So like I said, I mean, there's the front yard, and it's just trees, trees, trees. Good morning, good morning. Should have seen this place when I bought it. So yeah, I've got a nice trail that you can walk or ride my side-by-side all the way back to the back of the property, which is nice. There's probably mushrooms out there now. I haven't really been yet though. Here come the chickies. Come on, girls. What are you doing, man? Sit. Hey, he's a good boy. Yeah, a couple weeks I'll probably get some more chickens. I need to get my little spot ready for them out here, because you got to keep the little ones and the big ones separated, or they will kill each other. Oh, he's a good dog. Maverick. Now that he's getting older. He was a pain in the ass as a puppy, like most are. Oh, there's my little bear. See how these ears are holding up. That one's still pretty soft. Come here, bear. Bear. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. United States. Come here, kitty. They're good friends. Come here, bear. Come here, old fluffy butt. Come here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. He's pretty friendly. He's not very old. Less than a year. Have a bear. You ready to take a nap, aren't you? Oh, Fluffy. Okay, guys. Yeah, just waiting for that ear to harden up. This one's getting there. Yeah, like I said about the bondo. If you catch it in this stage, it's like rubber, so you can pull it off pretty easy. This is really the best one I did so far without getting the bondo in the hair and everything. So, and then this one, need to let it harden up some. It's hardening up on here, but inside the ear it takes a little longer. Oh yeah, he's fluffy. Where's he at? Under the table? He must have went back outside. No, I was heading home one day on my road out here and thought it was a pile of leaves and someone dropped off, because I was only gone like 30 minutes, and someone dropped off like 5 little kittens. I about ran them over, but I grabbed them all up and we kept him. And then people took some other people took the other ones. Come here, come on. I got another black cat somewhere. He's older. Come on. Come on. But he doesn't care. He's a big boy. I just wait here and get his little belly rubbed. Come on, baby bear. Yeah, he would just lay like this all day. Wouldn't you, big boy? Here. Fluff him up a little bit. Yeah, I took them all home. All 5 of them. And had a couple people want them. Kittens are pretty easy to get rid of. Well, this one's getting there. It takes a few minutes. Bear Bear, stay out of there. Hey Sam, don't be spamming. Take care of them people for me, Kai. Wash your hands. You just held the cat. Don't put your cat hairs in the meat. Well, Vicky, this is not meat. This is deer hide. It has a lot of hairs. So the cat hairs isn't going to bother this. This isn't for eating. Oh, you're good, Kai. I usually don't worry about it unless they spam a bunch of dumb shit. Almost there, guys. A couple more minutes. And like, I've got a hole down here still. I didn't sew up. Because I think there's going to be a lot of this extra that I'm going to cut off. So, there's no reason to sew it. That'd just be wasting my time. What are you doing, chicks? I didn't go anywhere, guys. But I do get turkeys. I get turkeys every year that I butcher. Just like the turkeys you buy at the store. I mean, it's the same ones. But yeah, I get yeah. But I'm gonna try to I plan on getting a bunch of chickens. Just like 6 weeks, feed them, butcher them. And I had a turkey, female, that I just kept kind of as like a little roaming around pet. I mean, but I think I haven't seen her for the last couple days, so I don't know what happened to her. Because usually she just follows the chickens around. But it is getting that time where the chicken or the turkey, wild turkeys are breeding, and she did look wild. Like she had that same brown wild turkey look. So I don't know if she roamed around just because she's like instinctually going to lay an egg or looking for a breeding partner. I'm not sure. So coyotes out here and bobcats, so it's hard to say that she is still alive. Good. I did wash my hands. That's just because I'm going to put my fake chew in. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just whitetail deer. I just got bondo in the ears. So just waiting for it to harden up. But yeah, there's the form that I've got the detail out. No, these are customers. I kind of do this on the side for a business. So I've got the eyes set now, and that's his little antlers. going to take them back off in a minute. But that's what it looks like when you start, more or less. And then this one I did last week. He's still drying a little bit, but... And then I did this one Friday. So... Then I've got some Euro mounts out here that are finished up. I'm still waiting for people to pick up, so... Oh yeah, I try to make them look nice. Yeah, Euros are... I had almost 24 of them. So, I mean, it's a lot, but... They're not too bad to do. But yeah. Yeah, probably later this week I'll be painting these. So, I'll go through and get... this stuff called epoxy sculpt, and get the little dimples all over his nose, and get its nose painted black, paint around the eyes, brush it up, make it look nice. Yeah, everybody's liked the Euros I've done. I'll put some of them on plaques if they want them. I don't charge enough though, because some of them can be some work. I charged $90 just to whiten it, and then when I was doing the plaque that I made, like 120. So I think I'm going to go up to 100. Just an even 100 to whiten them. And then maybe like 150 to if they want a plaque. Trying to get some of this bondo off the hair. Okay. Storm call. You too, Kayla. So now I'm going to I need to place, like I said, I need a dang tripod to hold my phone. So I'm going to take these antlers back off because I got to put the hide over them. Someone's calling me. I don't know your number. You can leave a message. Does anybody else get a million spam calls a day? I feel like I get like 1 or 2 a day. How tall am I? Not tall enough. Oh yeah, 100% scammers. They were getting really good though. Like, they were 5'6". I'm only 5'3". No, I'm just kidding. I'm 5'11". 6'1" in heels. Just kidding. But yeah, they would call and it would bring up my actual bank number. And you could tell it was someone foreign. And they would just ramble on about this or that. Did you use your debit card in the United Kingdom for this amount and this amount? And I would always just play them on. Then they never wanted your whole card number. They wanted like the last so many numbers of your card number or something. So I would always like start giving them random numbers and then tell them to go fuck off or something. And then they'd cuss back at you. It was comical. So like I said, I like to get this hide on here. But you have to anyway, but get it on here and basically test fitting it. Make sure everything fits well. And I like to get them on here. Yeah, see, that number didn't leave a voicemail, so. Basically, you get it all the way on and then take it most of the way off. And then do some clay work and then get some glue. The glue's pretty messy too. So. The toughest part is getting it right over the head here. But I've got a tool that helps you pull it down. I hear somebody mowing. Around here, the grass is just starting to green up. But I have no desire to start mowing yet. So yeah, I should have bondoed the ears before I started this live because this is a boring part. Waiting on the ears to dry are boring too. Yeah, like I said, you guys got questions about what I'm doing, just comment. I mostly just sing songs, actually, on my shorts. But you can't sing longer than a minute, so, or it's copyrighted. So really, this kind of goes into my long form videos. I guess I could probably make just a video and post it. But it'd be taxidermy, so it's not really what my channel's about. But you gotta do something. What are you doing, pup dog? See, if I was used to it, I already have clay on the eyes that you need, the artwork. But pulling the hide over the form squishes all the clay down. Yep, Kai. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. So now I just get this down where it needs to be, and then go back and do the clay later. Keeps it from getting all smashed down on you. And you gotta watch, because there's a few places I've sewed up in here. And if you put this tool and pull on the stitches, you're just gonna rip a hole right back in it. And that's fun. Fun to go back and sew what you've already sewed. So I got it down past the head, but then the neck. The neck area is kind of thick, so you just have to keep working it down. Hey, from Indonesia. Thanks for hanging out. So it's working down pretty good. And there's that hole I showed you guys earlier. So that's going to be excess that I cut off. So that's why I said there was probably no reason to sew it. Just keep working it down, getting the wrinkles out of it. Yeah, it is. That's what I like about it. All the skin and getting the flesh off and all that, that's tedious. But putting them together is art. Because people are paying you pretty decent money to do these. And you don't want to give them something that looks like shit. And it's a good memory for them. Like this buck, it's not very big, but it might be that guy's biggest buck. But I do charge a lot less than people around me. But I don't do it full time. I'm actually hoping this bad weather What's that? Whitetail deer. Where'd you learn how to do this? My uncle. I started doing European mounts, skull mounts, and then my uncle was really good at taxidermy, so he got me into it. But yeah, there's a nice buck. So that one's almost done drying, and then I have to go through and paint it probably later this week. No, I think it's illegal to do humans. But But yeah, if you guys have ever had anything mounted, I mean deer or anything else, a lot of people don't get to see this process. You basically drop your deer off, bother the taxidermist a lot, ask them when it's going to be done, and then pick it up and it's all pretty. I probably would have had a lot of these done, but I was busy at the beginning of the year. So I really just started these at the beginning of March. And I only had 12 to do, so yeah, it is. Hardest animal to taxidermy? I don't know. I just do deer. I hear turkeys are a pain. Like that I did myself on a turkey I shot a couple years ago, but that's not, I mean, I guess it's taxidermy, but it's not mounted. But yeah, I hear birds are finicky because you got to mess with all the feathers. No, I've only done deer. I've asked people if I do squirrels and raccoons, and I haven't. I imagine those are probably pretty tricky because they're so small. But I just do deer. People around here charge quite a bit to do turkeys, but I don't have any interest in doing turkeys. Because the last few years I've just done word of mouth. Like maybe you post something on Facebook, and then you do a couple, and then like there for a few years I was just doing like 2 or 3. But it's nice to do more because you just get better at it the more you do it, like anything else. But I did start making business cards this year and giving them to people. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of at the point where it's growing slow. How busy do I want to be with it? Because I like to get it done. I like to get them done before the weather gets real nice. And I'd probably been done by now, but I said like I was busy. But I mean, doing 10, 12 heads, and then if I get 30, I don't want it to turn into, I'm doing so damn many that it's not enjoyable for me. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like this neck is going to be a bear to sew up. But I'll get it. Because I've got a lot of stuff around my property I want to get done too. Yeah, see this? I have to sew that up. But a lot of times you can scrunch this back up and then sew it. And it's not bad. So you just kind of got to get it where it's going to be. It's this side. This side's fucking tight. Does their mouth open? No. No, you can actually mount them with. You can actually mount them and have an open mouth, but I've never done one like that. Not too many people want an open mouth on their deer. And then it's more work, so the taxidermy, you got to charge more. So yeah, so like the ears are going to go here, so I've got you want to try to, when you put it on the form, to put it about on the form the way it's going to go, like line the brisket up, line your sew up in the middle of the back, because once you get it down here, it's hard to move it. But she is tight. And these forms, the foam, I've been ordering from a different place that's cheaper, and they don't have a big selection to choose from. So some of the sizes I got might be a little bigger. Like, look, there's an old tanned out tick. Especially when you're messing with them, when people bring them in. There are so many ticks on them. No, I've never done fish work. I hear you just gotta be really good at airbrushing. Because a lot of them, you just you buy a little mount, a little fish mount, and you'll get some pictures from the customer. And put some pictures of him, and then paint, a lot of painting. Really don't know too many people that do fish work anymore. And I don't airbrush. I was airbrushing a bunch, but it's one of them things. I didn't let myself get better at it. And I'd always put on like too much paint. And then I was coming back and cleaning it off. And then I was cleaning off what I put. So all these I go through and hand paint. Yeah, if you guys find this interesting, I mean, subscribe to my channel. Like I said a little bit ago, most of my channel's like singing and shit, but I started doing these lives when I'm doing these deer mounts. Because why not? Mostly I'm just out here listening to music and podcasts. So that'll go there. It's going to be a hell of a sew job. It's going to be terrible, guys. So I'll try to get it turned around. That's pretty much where it needs to be. So you basically do all that work. And that, like I said, that sew job is going to be rough. not looking forward to that. Basically take it back off. I mean, not all the way. But you want to take it off so you can get the face. Yeah, it's real. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think many people get to see this side of taxidermy. The nitty-gritty part. I charge $600 to do one of these, but I've probably got $200 in material. So I'm probably profiting around $400, but I mean the time I've got in them. It's hard telling. I really don't want to even know what my wage is. But it's just getting out good work. Is it ethical? Yeah. Yeah, people have taken all these deer ethical. I mean, they shoot them for meat to feed their families, and it's their little memory of getting them mounted. Well, this is my hobby. Can anybody guess what my career is? This is just a little side hustle. So now I'm going to get some clay around the eyes. That'll give you a spot to kind of form it up, and then have the skin around the eye. Tuck into the clay. So I just kind of roll out like a pencil-sized piece of clay, and I'll put it around the eye. Oh yeah. Yeah, people kill them, but there's a season for them, and you have to get a hunting license, and I have to have my license to mount these deer, so. No, this is a deer, so I will push this clay around the eye. So. Well, thanks. I'm glad. So, then I'll get a little bit of clay for the eyelid for later. Yeah, he's dead. That's right. Uh, Proudest, I would say just the deer I do. It's like giving someone a gift and seeing their reaction. Then when you get a nice deer mount back to them, they're like, "Wow, you killed it! Oh, it looks awesome." I mean, it's a good feeling. But that's where its tear duct goes. So I put clay around there so you can tuck it. That's right. They actually killed it. And I've got this little eye tool. Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of nice to see it. This little eye tool kind of gives you the basic shape of the eye, so. You can kind of put that in there and move the clay away. I don't know. I don't know. And you guys seen that eye, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I appreciate it. I don't know. I mean, I think it just depends where you live. I mean, there's quite a few taxidermists around me. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do that, actually. Like, instead of doing a live, just probably do a video where, I mean, it's going to be several hours. But a lot of taxidermists are secretive. I mean, I've talked to an old one before, and he'd tell you all kinds of things, but a lot of them, I think, if guys go hang out at their shop, they don't tell them anything, because I think it's competition. But I think a lot of people are just interested in how it's done. So you just get this clay shaped up here. Push it down. Yeah, Kevin, I'll try to do that here in the next week or so. Get some clay here. Yeah, it's definitely art. Maybe put a little more up here. Then you get a little ball of clay in the mouth, because when this hide dries, it's going to want to pull away. That's why there's clay around the eye. You can come back in here over the next couple days and push it so it doesn't pull apart. Yep, that's real animal skin. So you have all that there. Now I need to get the antlers. Hey everybody. I've never done a rug, but yeah, you should be good just sewing it. I mean, that's what I do with my deer. Just sew them. Just get you a good heavy duty thread. So now I'm going to get some bondo for the antler. This bad boy right here. Okay, we'll get this mixed up. There, buddy. United States. Mixing the bondo, mixing the bondo. Just pour it right in here. Thought it was gonna fall over. This just kind of helps it stay attached. There's a little piece of wood on the phone. So set that up here and crank her down. And that is that. I'll let that dry. Dang. Wonder where that was at. Most places you're not allowed to shoot the cubs. So, yeah, that's from a real deer. So I'm going to let that dry up here. And then I'll cover this all with clay. I'll cover that all with clay. Had to go get another bag of clay. Just regular old air dry. Deer. That'll be this. Will be that. Getting clay over my phone. Yeah, thanks guys. So I just need to wait for that bondo to harden up more. You guys just keep watching. I'll be right back. Alright, hey everybody. Yeah, not too many people commented. Yeah, I'm back. I just want to give that bondo some time to dry. Might try to put you guys back up here. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna get clay. Get clay up here around the skull cap. Get it built up. What are you doing, puppy? This probably uses the most, this definitely uses the most clay. Just covering up this skull cap. Get some around the antler bases. And you gotta put a big ball of it in the ear butts. I'm gonna get into my new bag of clay, but it's just air dry clay. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. Just cover it up. Whitetail deer reconstruction. Crime scene unit. I wear these gloves because that clay is a pain. So, there you guys go. See a little bit what it's like. I promise it'll look like a deer when I'm done. But yeah, if you guys are just kind of going to be me rambling, like what I'm doing at the moment. But if you guys got questions. So right now I'm putting a ball of clay in the ear butt, and that's what gives the base of the ear structure and shape. That's what takes the longest to dry, probably, is that ear butt, because it's just a big ball of clay. But you just shove it down in there. Try to get them pretty uniform. It's like anything else. You don't want to have not enough, but you don't want too much or it just looks weird. And just keep it sealed up real nice. Then it won't dry out on you. But, I mean, ears. I hate touching my phone with this damn clay. But yeah, ears. I mean, deer can move their ears anyway. So, I mean, that ears I've got back farther. And these I've got up. But really, they can be any which way you could ever think of, really. But I try to just kind of do them with the form. So now I'm going to get into the glue and get glue all up in here. And then I'll pull the face up on and start tucking everything where it needs to be. So this is the glue, hide paste. Smells about like Elmer's glue, but it dries pretty slow. So you've got plenty of time to get everything where you need it. So it's just that. And I mean, I've done 6 or 7 deer, and I've got quite a bit left. You got bubbles?
Yeah, bubbles.
Hey.
I still have my net up.
Good job. You know what you gotta make sure you don't do?
What?
Don't dump these out.
Okay.
Because you're not gonna get any more.
Why get big one?
No.
Take like a big one.
Look. So put it in there.
Yeah.
Don't dump them. Here. Here. Don't dump them.
Okay.
Go play. Sorry about that. The youngest daughter, Bubbles. I'll be right back, actually, though. It's getting ready to rain, and I've got a bunch of stuff in the bed of my truck, so I'm going to pull it into the barn. I'll be back in a couple minutes. okay. Oh, sorry about that. All right, another rubber glove. Now you guys are getting ready to see some real action. So you don't want to get this on the eyes because it's just more cleanup you got to do later. Kind of get it on the clay a little bit and around the eyes, but and also in the back where I sew it, you don't want it. There's no reason to have the clay up there because I mean you're going to be sewing it. So it's kind of a pain to clean up later. I see a lot of people, I mean not a lot, but I've seen some videos online and they use like so much glue. Put some in the nose so it holds the extra skin for the nose. Because I mean I try not to, I get a nice little coat on there, but I don't use too much, I don't think. And I've never had an issue. But they could be using, this is a wet tan. The deer's a wet tan. They could be using like a dry tan. And maybe they're using the glue to rehydrate it. I don't know really. I really don't know. I just know how me and my uncle mount deer. The youngest just got a thing of bubbles, so she was outside blowing them. And I'm pretty sure she's probably already dumped the whole thing. What are you doing? You already dumped them? She cannot keep from spilling all the bubbles. And I've got a big jug of like refill stuff she found the other day, so I gotta get the bubbles. So I'm probably gonna have to go help her get them in a second. You can't get anything done with young kids. So yeah, get some around the mouth, because that's where you're going to be tucking that extra skin up in there. So I like to get the face area all glued up and then put it on, and then I can roll the rest of the hide up this way and then get the rest of it. What are you doing? Alright, I'll go get your bubbles. Why'd you dump it already? Well, you're just wasting money right now. I'm not gonna buy you no more. Don't go that way. There's a fork there. Here. Can't get no more. That's all we got. Bubble wasters. Tell ya. Had about 50 some people on here, which that's about the most I've had, but it was staying around 30 for a while. But I suspect me having to leave and come back didn't help that. So now I'm gonna bring the face up onto the form. Try not to get glue all over the hair. Easier said than done. This damn stand. It's like putting on a pair of socks. I've just got my little screwdrivers. Screwdrivers in here just to keep the ears up out of the way for now. So you kind of get them where they need to go. Then you can get your eyes set and everything. It's not going to be perfect right at this moment. And the hide does slide a little better, obviously, once you have the glue on it. So I'll just start using my tools. This would be the time for people to watch. It's a whitetail deer that I'm mounting. Yeah, I've got a bunch of little tools. Yeah, like I said, this would be the time for people to watch. It's when it gets interesting. But if you've been watching... Huh? Alright, go out there and play with them. She'll have them spilt in no time. Then you touch the antlers and you have clay on your hands. You got to get that off there because it kind of gets like a white residue when it dries. So you get the nose lined up. And start tucking. That's why you have this extra skin here. Just tucking skin. So you've got somewhere for it to go. Well, that's tomorrow. Oh, out here? Well, you have to wait till I'm done, okay? Well, I think she's eating. Why don't you go inside and get some scatty?
I need to play.
Go play then. Huh? No. No, those are for your team. I don't want you to lose them. Yes, we'll practice in a little bit when Remy gets home.
No, I won't.
Yes, we will. Usually part of the day I've got time to do this. But once she gets outside, it's like any other kid. They want to do 80 million things, which is fine. Yeah, you'll call on the sidewalk. That's what I needed, my little towel. I hate this fucking mount, this form, this stand. Still fucking turning. I swear to God. Now we're doing the lower jaw, tucking it. So you do it just like the top jaw. Get her shoved up in there. And just after doing it, you kind of learn where everything needs to be. Like they've got a little bit of white under their jaw, their mouth, so you get that lined up around the top edge. And then you don't want to tuck it too far, because I mean a deer's not going to have its hair in its mouth. So if you've tucked it that much, then you've tucked it too far. And then the corner of the mouth. In the corner of the mouth, the hair lays like this. So you can tell that. And you get that till that's laying good. This one's not been too bad. I've had some that are tough though. But it's kind of how you get the form prepped. Get you a big enough groove in there to actually work on it. Make sure you got enough room to tuck everything up in there. So that's pretty good now. Then I've got that clay in that bottom lip. And that's where you can keep pushing on it to make sure it doesn't open up on you too bad. So, but you kind of get it where you need it. I'm going to tuck the nostrils in. So like I said, all that skin just goes in there. So it's got something to grab onto and keep it. You want to get it. I mean, you got the nose hairs are on the inside of the nose, obviously. So, but sometimes it's a little hard. It's tricky because you buy these forms off of the measurement from here and then how big the neck is. So all the nose and everything is just pretty standard measurements. So that looks pretty good. I just get pieces of grocery sacks. Museum. And you just shove it down in there, because I've got a big channel in there. This just keeps the skin all pushed out to where it needs to be when it's drying. So you'd be surprised how much plastic you can shove in this nose if you want to. Like I said, I'm mounting a whitetail deer. If you guys got questions, you can comment. I'll take a few of these brad nails, kind of keep it held in place while it dries. It's always like this though. It's like you get one side, one nostril looking better than the other. You always get one eye better than the other. All right, some more plastic in the other nose. A little bit more. And I'll show you guys kind of a close-up of what it looks like when I get this stuff tucked. All right, so that's the mouth and the nose. Now I'll put a couple pins around the mouth when I'm done and pinning things into place. Kind of keep it held, so it's not bad. It's not bad. This side can come up a little more. Okie dokie. Now to the eyes. Tuck all this skin in around the eyes. Like I said, it's just going to be rough at first. Till you get it sewed, come back and mess with it. There's always messing around with it. You just want to get stuff pretty good. Like you can come back in while it's drying the clay around the eyes and the mouth. It's a few days before it gets real hard. So you want to get it. You want to get it pretty good right off the bat. Because the tighter you get the skin, hey buddy, tighter you get the skin around the eyes and the mouth and everything, it's less finished work you got to do later. Here's my old man, guys. Hey, Midway. What are you doing, sweetie pie? He's just coming out, checking to see what Daddy's doing. So yeah, like I said, you want to get them pretty close. And then while you're messing around sewing and everything, it's gonna move things. Might pull on the eyes more. So get these tear ducts sucked in there. Where they need to go. So that looks pretty good. The deer looks like an Asian deer right now. Squinty eyes, but like I said, just getting everything tucked. That's why you have the clay around the eye, so you can push on it and mold it to your liking. So I'll get it pretty close, like I said, and then come back in and pin it. Use my little eye tool to get the rough shape of it. Like I said, after you do so many, you kind of get the idea of what it's supposed to look like. What you got, monster?
You were the video.
Huh?
You were the video.
Yeah. Deer, what are you doing? You got blueberries? You gonna go play? Hey, Kimberly. So we're gonna get this side tucked. Like I said, I'll show you guys how it's looking once I get stuff tucked and not looking like a freak show. We're just getting all that skin tucked into that clay. How'd you do that? Get these tear ducts tucked in. Tear ducts are a pain because you don't want to, when it dries, if you don't do it real good, it'll open up. Oh yeah, this is real, buddy. Whitetail deer. Oh, that sucks. I've got a, you probably can't see it, but right here, I guess when I was little, I grabbed the curling iron off the sink of my mom's, and it like fell, and I did this, so I've got like a scar here and up here. I probably didn't ever do it again though. So yeah, you want to get it tucked good, because the tear duct, this thing right here, opens up real wide if you don't have it good. So then it just looks weird when the deer's done. So, pretty good, guys. Oh, I'm sure it hurts. Okay, don't break them. The 3-year-old's gonna go get chicken eggs, so I'm sure we're gonna have some broken ones. Yeah, run you some cold water on it. For sure. I've got a bunch of burn gel. And some of the eyes, if you got scars around them, or a tear, they're already tanned out. So, I mean, all the flesh and blood's already gone. You have to get all that stuff off of them. It's just things that rot. Oh, I bet. Yeah, burns suck. So I'm going to use my little eye tool and then try to get, kind of helps you out some. Kind of get that shape of the eye down. I hear the chickens out there squawking. She's trying to grab their eggs. I hear her whining for me. Try to get, eye tool is kind of a pain. That's pretty good. Do this other side. Try to get it in there and just kind of, I don't like pushing on the eyelids and stuff because then it leaves a crease that you have to work out. So, she's whining. She's a whining. Well, you learn from every deer you do. Like you do something on one, you're like, oh, that doesn't look right. I'm going to do it different on the next one. They're pretty. This one's going to be pretty. Someone shot it. Alright, guys, so that's with the mouth tucked and the eyes not done, but if you guys have hung out, you guys can kind of see the big difference. You getting it, Reggie? Reggie! I don't know what she's doing. Chicken's got her down, probably. Then you gotta come in here and mess it all up by putting their little eyelid in with this tool. And then when you do that, you're pushing on the skin and everything, so you gotta reshape it. Sometimes you can see the old eyelid, like you can see the eyelid mark, crease. On the hide, and that makes it nice. So you're not guessing. Alright, just a second. Why? get in there. What's wrong, Midlane? You come here with Daddy? No, I'm not from Alaska. No. Oh, goodness. There's my little tool. Get ready to storm here. I hear the thunder. Just trying to see where I've got my little eyelid groove in. That's just every time you adjust these damn things, everything wants to move. Okay, guys. Hey, thanks, buddy. Upstate New York. No, it's not. It's art. Yep. So there. Got her. Got that part done for now. But hey guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Yeah, dude is fried. I will I'll get back on once I'm done with it. Show you guys how it looks. So just remember how it looked and how it will look.